We are nearly in the dark, but I'll get going on this in a hurry and then maybe turn on a light to illuminate something. Here we have the AC side of your system, the two inverters which turn the battery voltage, battery down there, into 120, 240 volt and feed through there to your cabin electrical panel. There's a transfer switch here that allows you to transfer over to the generator entirely by flipping this down. You will only run the AC panel off the generator. When it's in the normal position, which is the way it should always be, it'll run off the inverter or generator based on whether or not the generator is starting and the inverters have hooked up to it, which it normally will. And we're going to go over that now. Very shortly. So the inverters turn that in. This is the DC side of the system. You have PV breakers, you have your inverter disconnects, there is the DC flex net in there, and that other breaker is between the charge controller, which is a classic 200 manufactured by Midnight Solar. There'll be a separate video on that for Pam. And then what I want to go over today is hooking up the generator and understanding state of charge. Let me go ahead and turn that light on. It was actually causing problems on that other equipment in terms of glare, but here it'll help. If we go back, all the way back to the back, this is the back button in this case, this screen here is an interesting one and something you might want to check into a little more, but I prefer the one that's directly by the battery symbol here, and because it gives you more information about what's coming into the battery and what's coming out, and that would be everything going in and everything coming out. But the important one to always look at is up in the upper right hand corner of either that first screen or the battery screen. We always have the state of charge, which is currently at 99%. So that's your kind of like your fuel gauge on how much power you have in your battery. When that gets down to, I start getting worried, it gets down around 60%, it's time to probably fire up the generator. And that's what we're going to go into next, starting the generator when your system does get discharged down to a level that is of concern in terms of battery health and everything functioning properly. So let me go start the generator. That would be the first step in the process. You decide that it's time to start the generator because it's been cloudy and you've been using a lot of power, and we're going to go start the generator and then we'll come back.